it's Sandy, welcome to Easy Cooking. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make mini chicken pot pies. They are really easy to make, super delicious, perfect to kiss winter goodbye. So I really hope you give them a try. The preparation time is going to be about 40 minutes and the cooking time is also about 40 minutes. I really hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. For this recipe we need 2.5 cups of chicken cut into small pieces. I'm using a combination of chicken breast and chicken thighs. We also need 1 onion cut into small chunks. We need 2 or 3 carrots, also cut about the same size as the onion. Half a cup of celery, cut about the same size as the rest of the vegetables. We need 8 ounces of diced mushrooms. I'm using white mushrooms. We also need half a cup of corn kernels. Fresh parsley, I'm using about 1/4 cup. We need 3 small potatoes, cut into small chunks about the same size as the rest of the vegetables. We need 2 minced garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1.25 cups of heavy cream. We also need salt and black pepper to taste, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and chicken flavor bouillon to taste. To make the pie crust, we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter, 2 large eggs, half a teaspoon of salt, and cold water, about 6 to 8 tablespoons. Let's get started. I'm going to be using an electric mixer with a kneading hook attached, but you can knead everything by hand if you prefer so. We're going to start by mixing the flour and the salt together. Mix well until well combined, and then we're going to add in the butter cut into small pieces. Mix on medium speed until you get the texture of coarse breadcrumbs. It might take a few minutes to achieve that kind of texture, so just keep on mixing everything until it's ready. Then we're going to add 1 egg, just 1 egg. The other egg is going to be for later. So after you add in the egg, continue to blend on medium speed until the egg is well combined with the rest of the ingredients. Now we're going to add some water. Remember, you're using cold water. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon at a time. After you have added 4 tablespoons of water, now we're going to set the speed to the highest. And now we're going to blend on high for about 1 minute. And after that, if you think the flour needs more water, feel free to add more water, 1 tablespoon at a time, and continue to blend until all the ingredients come together to form a soft dough. When the dough is ready, it will stick together to form a ball, leaving the sides of your bowl completely clean. That's how you know that your dough is ready, because the sides of your bowl will be completely clean and everything will come together to form a ball. So once the dough is ready, just cover it with a clean kitchen towel and set it aside until you're ready to use it. Now we're going to make the filling. So in a large saucepan on medium-high heat, melt the butter, and once the butter is melted, add in the chicken and season it with chicken flavor bouillon seasoning to taste. Add it about half a tablespoon. Stir together and cook for about 5 minutes on high heat. After 5 minutes or so, add in the onion, carrots, celery, and minced garlic. Stir together again, and now we're going to season with a little bit of salt, just to season the vegetables, and also add in black pepper to taste. Stir together again. Cover the saucepan with a lid and continue to cook on medium heat for about 2 or 3 more minutes, just to soften the vegetables a little bit. After 2 or 3 more minutes, now we're going to add in the cream, and we will also add in 2 cups of water. You can use chicken broth if you prefer so. Now we will also add in the potatoes cut into small pieces. We will also add in the mushrooms, the corn kernels, and fresh parsley to taste. Stir together, and if you think it's necessary, you can add more water or chicken broth. You want the liquid in the saucepan to be enough to cover all the vegetables, so feel free to add as much liquid as needed. We're going to cook this on medium-high heat for about 10 minutes or until it comes to a boil. After everything is boiling, now taste the flavor and add more salt, pepper, or chicken flavor bouillon seasoning if necessary. And also add in half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and also add in 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Stir together until the flour has dissolved, and continue to cook for another 5 to 6 more minutes or until the sauce has thickened a little bit. After 5 minutes or so, the liquid has thickened a little bit, so now the filling is ready. Now we're going to turn off the heat, remove the saucepan from the stove, and just set it aside just to cool down a little bit while we roll out the dough. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're going to extend the dough on a flour surface. Over here I have the dough. Now I'm going to cut it in 4 sections, about the same size each. So I'll cut it in half, then I'm going to cut it in half again. We're going to extend every section to a 1/4 inch thickness. And remember, you can sprinkle some flour over the dough or on your rolling pin to make it easier to extend the dough. Once the dough has the desired thickness, now we're going to cut out a circle. Make the circle big enough to cover the inside of your pan. Now we're going to cover the inside of the pan with the dough circle. Press down the dough really well on the inside of your pan to make sure it sticks to it and stays nice in place. Now we're going to roll out the leftover dough to make the cover for our pie. You can make it a little thicker than the base if you prefer so. And I also recommend that you extend the pie covers about 1/2 inch larger than the actual pie, just to have a little extra dough to make the pie look pretty. And we're going to keep on repeating these steps until you have lined all your pie pans with the dough and you have all the covers ready for your pies. Once you're done, you can fill the pies right now with the filling and bake them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. But I like to cook my pie dough for about 5 minutes before I fill it. This is optional, you can skip this step if you prefer so. So I cooked my empty pies for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to fill them with the chicken filling. And then I'm going to cover them with the pie crust. And remember, there is about 1/2 inch of extra dough in the pie crust. Well, now we're going to twist it upwards just to add a little bit of a design to the pie crust. And after that, we're going to press it down with a fork just to make sure the pie is completely sealed. Now with a knife, make a small cut in the center of each pie just to let the steam out while they cook. And once all the pies are ready, now we're going to brush them with a beaten egg. It's just 1 egg that is slightly beaten. And now sprinkle them with kosher salt, and that's about it. We're going to bake them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown on top. And that's about it. Once they come out of the oven, just let them cool a little bit and then you're ready to eat. Enjoy! To print these and some other delicious recipes, please don't forget to visit my blog. The link is going to be down below. And you will also find me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest. I'm everywhere. So all the links are going to be down below. If you want, you can check them out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to be notified of future updates. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!